This is going to be a recreation of Jon Snow's 1854 cholera map shown here. As you can see how the map compares to the interactive one shown. On the interactive one, there is a legend, so the user can easily tell the difference between what is a death, a water pump, and easily identify where the brewery and workhouse are. As you can see, there are also street names, so it can be compared to a map of the time. And when you hover over a death, it'll tell you the age, range, and gender of that specific death. That is something that was unknown in the original cholera map. Something else that's useful in this interactive version is that you are able to filter the deaths by age. It'll still show all deaths on the screen, but it will highlight the ages selected in the color shown on next to the age range at the top. You can see here that a majority of the deaths are people between the ages of 0 and 10 and over the age of 80, which makes sense because those are the most vulnerable people in society. So again, you can see as you hover, you can see that those color-coded dots correlate to those deaths, but you can still see information on those that are not in those age ranges. You can then filter it by gender. You can see that it'll minimize the deaths of the opposite gender, allowing you to see the deaths in those age ranges of only that gender. Over here on the right, you can see that there's a chart for the deaths per day through August and September of 1845, which contained the height of the epidemic. You can filter those after you select a day, again by gender or age range, to see those comparisons of who would have died on that day based on the number of deaths. You can also select a range of days. So this is something, again, that is something really useful as it wasn't available in the old 2D cholera map, but it will allow the user to see a range of days. So if they want to look at kind of the end of the pandemic when things started going down from September 1st, when it was at the height of 143 deaths in one day. So they can select to see that. It'll update on the map. This is viewing the height of the pandemic, viewing the 143 deaths. That can be filtered down again to see the end of that range when the deaths started coming down. Again, as you have these deaths narrowed, you can still filter those by gender and age. But looking at all of these death dots on one map can be overwhelming, just as it was overwhelming looking at the original cholera map. First, it's being shown clustered in groups of 10. You can then click on those clusters and they will expand to show which deaths are included in them. You can also update the clusters to show different sizes. All of these adjustments and interaction within this map allow the user to come to new conclusions and learn more and dig deeper into the data of the 1854 cholera epidemic.